All right, time for Stamping Sunday. This is an open collaboration hosted by Thelma Hall and Susan. I don't know why my brain does that. And it's hashtag Stamp With Us. And yeah, this is my, at this point, still going, my weekly stamping book. And this week, I'm gonna be a little bit busier the next day or so. Probably, my new thing finally got fixed, and I'm gonna be doing my first project. I'm excited and a little nervous. I mentioned it a little while ago here on the channel, but I haven't said anything else with it because there was a hiccup with it and some time has elapsed and everything. But between today and probably tomorrow, I'm gonna be working on it, and I might be busy this weekend. So anyway, this is just behind the scenes that probably no one cares about, but just a little behind the scenes. I went ahead and filmed this today. Although again, this doesn't matter, right? Oh no, my whole point in saying this is because why my page is just random and not colored, basically. So again, I've just, yeah. Anyway, I want a little behind the scenes as to why it looks like it does. So let's go ahead and show it. So I went with a random 3, nothing to do with any, let me try that again. They have nothing to do with each other, except I thrifted these all together back in April, I think, when I went to the secondhand arts and crafts store that I've mentioned before. And I've really been enjoying collecting vintage stamps. I really like 80s and 90s because that's the era that I know. I was born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s, but I like the 80s style too. I'm sure you can probably tell, well, some of you can probably tell, this one here is definitely older versus these two. Now this one I actually noted because the stamp had it. Looking at this tree, to me, I wouldn't guess that this is from 81. Unfortunately, this stamp does not have a date, but if I had to guess, this looks to be early 90s, maybe 80s. This is a much newer stamp, but again, I just went with the ones that I thrifted that were not Christmas themed. I got quite a few Christmas ones, but I thought I would also show the actual stamps here. So here's the little bear, and I thought this was so unique. I don't know unless this is handmade. So it has this little plastic coating here, and definitely cut like for it, right? And then it's just this little piece of paper that I think, actually now I look at it, it is stamped, right? The image was stamped on here. And, excuse me, on nails, and then I got a little ink, I think, on my nails too. But yeah, maybe this is a handmade stamp, because then here's the stamp itself, and it just says KG on the front, on the side. So my assumption is maybe kindergarten, or that was initials of the teacher, because my guess is, if I have a random guess here, well, then that could be actually a sticker from the store. But when I just used it, it either was brand new, because that's a little bit of, no, I don't know if this was brand new. It was very lightly used. But honestly, I just felt like I was kind of rescuing it because I thought it was so cute. It just has that vintage look to it. So that's the first one. And then going from here, here. So here's the dog stamp. I don't have a lot of dog stamps, so I went ahead and grabbed this. I thought it was pretty cute. I don't know what this poor stamp has been through. It looked brand new to me. I mean, even now it still looks, yeah, well, no, there's a little bit of stainage. Again, it was either brand new or used only a couple of times. So this is the only information here. I don't know that brand, but then there's a lot of brands I don't know, I haven't heard of. And I'm sure there's so many different brands of stamps and stationery and things, and then it's just called dog. But yeah, so I thought he was pretty cute. I like cats and dogs, so it was nice to pick him up. And last but not least is the 1981 trees. This thing has been very well loved. I mean, look at this stamp. Here's the branding, and then you can see 1981. Trying to figure out what this said. Is this just rolled up or is this cut off? Yeah, it looks like it was just a little bit cut off, I think. Oh no, maybe not. Imprints. Yeah, Imprints Graphic Studio. Okay, now that I'm looking at it. Okay, 1981. So I love that the sticker's still on here. Again, just look at the love that this stamp has been given over the years. So I had to rescue it. Plus, I don't really have a lot of tree stamps, so it's great for scenes. I did clean this after I stamped in this green color, which also I thrifted this too. And this is a really pretty blue-green color. I will say it's a little bit of a pain to open, and I don't feel like all the Stampin' Up! Ones are like that. So I'm wondering if this one was donated because it was a little bit of a pain to open. But yeah, and you can see the detail that this stamps. So just a way to show off some fun stamps I picked up back in April. Love thrifting stamps. But yeah, that is pretty much it. A little longer today, but I wanted to talk about the stamps. So yeah, hope everyone's having a great day, and thanks so much for watching. Bye.